pretty satisfying to watch corrupt cops get caught, especially when their overconfidence gets taken down by solid evidence. Just like this cop, whose excuses totally fell apart when faced with undeniable proof.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way. Say to everyone out there, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way. If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. Best way to find that out is get the out of the way.
She had no idea that the video would go viral. Within hours of her posting it, the police department issued a statement condemning Strauss, and she was subsequently suspended for 10 hours. Now, this officer learned her lesson, and the actions of these next cops will leave you stunned.
Hey, we took a call saying that you might be sleeping out here. Okay, so you're choosing to get arrested instead of just giving me your name.
On June 7th, 2019, a resident of Keokuk, Iowa, was sitting on a bench watching the sunrise over the Mississippi River when a couple of officers came over and started to intimidate him.
Hey, we took a call saying that you might be sleeping out here.
No, I was laying down for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Laying on my back.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the sky.
Okay. You got your ID with you?
No, I don't.
Okay. What's your name, ma'am?
Am I doing something illegal?
Well, we got called here for suspicious activity, so I got an idea.
Is that a misdemeanor or felony?
Huh?
Is that a misdemeanor or felony?
Is it a misdemeanor or a felony? Well, it could be a misdemeanor if you failure to identify yourself.
Well, unless I'm breaking a law, I'm not going to be.
Okay, so you're choosing to get arrested instead of just giving me your name.
I'm choosing to not break a law, which I'm not doing.
The individual, who was later identified as Logan Land, made sure to stand up for his rights as he refused to give his name. He had violated no law, and it was later revealed that an off-duty officer had reported him to the cops, claiming that he was sleeping on the bench.
Am I breaking the law?
By not giving me your identification, yes, you are.
That's not the way it
Yes,
works.
that's interference.
Are you detaining me or am I free to go?
No, you're being detained.
For what?
Because we're investigating suspicious.
You give me reasonable, articulate suspicion.
We got called here by a third party for an individual sleeping by the flagpole.
Okay.
You're the only person here by the flagpole.
Did you see me sleeping?
No, you just admitted to me that you were.
I never said anything about sleeping. I said I was laying on my back and I was looking at the sky.
Okay.
Is that illegal?
No, but we still got called here, so we got to investigate it.
Well, you call him back and you tell him that I wasn't sleeping.
Okay, so are you going to give me your name or not?
I'm not.
Okay, stand up, turn around. You're under arrest.
Is this really how it works?
Yes, that is how it works, man.
I'm the supervisor here.
Okay. Hey, release your hands for me, dude.
90 seconds was all it took for the police officer to arrest him. They went on to search his property as he was taken to the police station.
This isn't a Terry stop. I'm not breaking the law.
All right. Hey, you want to take him to your car? Yep. Is this your stuff?
I'm not answering any more questions. I want an attorney.
Okay, go ahead. Take it.
Mr. Land was placed in a cell when a police officer approached him, unable to provide any answers to his pointed question.
What's that?
You gonna let me out of here?
No, why?
What am I doing here?
What?
What am I doing here?
Well, I don't know. I think you're under arrest. What's that?
Why are you violating my rights?
We're not.
Yeah, you are.
No, what's your name, pal?
Why would I tell you? Maybe if you had a legal, lawful reason to detain me, I'd give it to you.
Well, we took a complaint on you, so there was.
You can take a complaint on anything.
Right, so we have to investigate, and that includes getting your identification.
Does that mean I'm obliged to entertain you? Absolutely not.
Well, you can talk to the judge about it then, okay?
Well, this ain't a communist country.
I agree.
Well, then what the hell's going on?
Well, we're trying to figure that out.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Well, I would. It would be a lot.
Violating my rights.
We're not.
You are.
No.
You are.
No, we're not.
You are.
The victim had every reason to be upset with the police as he was arrested for sitting in a public place. It is baffling how the cops thought the arrest was valid.
You show up because you get a complaint of me sleeping in the park.
Right.
I'm not. They show up and ask me if I'm sleeping. So you tell me that's a lawful detainment? That's a reasonable, articulable suspicion, huh?
To check on you, absolutely.
To check on me for what?
To make sure
Come
you're
on,
okay.
don't bullshit me.
I'm not.
You're violating my rights.
No.
It's an illegal detainment.
Okay. You can identify yourself to the judge, or else they're probably not going to let you out, though. Okay. So
Not
cooperate.
For what? Cooperate with what?
Well, they have to know who you are
This
before
is
they
some
release you.
bullshit.
Okay.
They have to know who
All
I am
right.
because. Hey, I'm not done talking to you.
Okay. Well, are you going to tell me your name?
No. You tell me.
I want to know who I'm talking
You tell
to.
me how he lawfully detained me.
Right.
I hear it.
Land's constitutional rights had been violated, and he continued to question the reason for his arrest. Shockingly, the officers justified their actions by claiming that mere suspicion was enough for an arrest.
Is suspicious behavior, is that a misdemeanor or felony? Huh? Tell me that. Tell me what code that is.
Suspicious behavior?
What statute is that?
Are you familiar with Terry versus Ohio,
Yes,
sir?
I'm very familiar with it.
So,
You have to have reasonable.
absolutely.
Okay, well then articulate to me about what crime you saw me committing. You had a phone call.
You don't have to see a crime being committed to stop somebody and
You
check
have
on
to get
it.
a phone call? That's it?
Well, absolutely. We took a complaint.
Yeah, that's hearsay.
Okay.
That's not reasonable.
Well, it came from another officer who happens to walk the park and noticed that you're not there on a daily basis sleeping in the park. And so I think it's probably pretty good grounds to understand why we're here,
So
okay?
an officer.
You think you know a lot here? You're
I do know a lot
you're not
here.
seeming to know a whole
I do
lot.
know a lot here.
Hold on.
I wasn't
I'm
sleeping.
talking now.
Okay.
Mr. Land was right about the reasonable suspicion, as the officer never found him sleeping. The arrest footage clearly exposes the officer's misconduct and highlights the significant error they made in detaining him without a cause.
So again, it's
What's
a little.
that got to do with the
Hold on.
Constantine check? Come on.
Hold on. Again, we have a community caretaking function here, and it's a little odd when you find somebody sleeping, so we can check on their well-being in the park as well.
Is it illegal to sleep in the park?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's illegal to take a nap in the park.
If you are there outside of hours, absolutely.
Am I there outside of hours?
You weren't when we found you. However, it is still odd. What was he arrested for, gentlemen? Okay.
Interference.
Interference is a crime.
Of an illegal detainment?
It's not an illegal detainment, sir. You will not find any concurrence with me on that, okay? I will not agree with you.
obviously do not know the law. You don't know what a Terry stop is. You don't.
Okay.
You don't. You need to go back to the academy. I'll
Okay.
tell you that.
All
I'll
right.
hire a supervisor. Who's your boss?
The assistant chief of
Can I
police.
speak to him?
He did an excellent job standing up for his rights and holding these corrupt officers accountable.
I don't see how you don't see this.
He's the one who called on you.
It's an illegal detainment.
It's
is
not.
what it is.
It's really not, sir.
It is.
It's not.
It is. It is.
Okay.
You articulate to me.
I already have several ways you're not seeming to comprehend.
You have it. You had people call in and say I was sleeping. When they showed up, was I sleeping?
I wasn't there. My officers
Why don't
arrested
you
you.
ask them? It's common sense.
Okay, bud.
Well, you don't want to ask them. Why don't you ask them? They're like, hey, this is America.
Okay.
This is America. You must have forgot that. If you were,
I remember, sir.
Then you know police in China
Okay.
or Russia or some communist country. You forgot
What's that?
What
Yeah, he can go
the
for it.
Constitution is. You guys must be really hard up.
We're really not.
You are.
No.
You are. You're easy at violating rights. If you let me go.
Well, I can't
You're
make...
arresting me on some dumb shit.
Sir.
I'm not obliged to give you my name.
Okay.
I'm not obliged to give you
All right.
anything.
Well, you can talk to the judge
It's an
about
ego
that.
trip is what the
That
it
works.
is.
It's really not,
It's
sir.
bullshit.
It is not.
It's bullshit.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Nope.
Land chose to represent himself in court, and the case was dismissed as expected. Following this, he filed a civil rights lawsuit against the officers and the city. After a long 4 years, the case is finally heading to trial. We hope that Land receives the justice that he deserves, and that this serves as a powerful lesson for the officer involved. Now, if you thought that cop was bad, wait until you see what this next officer did. It is beyond shocking.
I got him on camera assaulting for no legal reason. And I'm gonna file a police report. You got a lawsuit coming.
An African-American man was walking on the Marymount Hospital campus when a Cleveland Clinic police officer approached and began harassing him.
You're about to get a lawsuit.
I got a call that you're looking through people's cars and
You're
you fit
about
the
to get a
description.
lawsuit.
You fit the description.
You have no
Red t-shirt,
legal
white
right.
shorts.
You have no legal right
Call that you're looking at
to
people's
put your
cars.
hands on me.
Sir.
This is
Sir.
an assault.
Sir.
What's your name and badge number?
Sir, can you please turn around?
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Sidoti, 190.
You're about to get
What's
a
your
lawsuit.
name, sir?
You're
Sir,
about to
what
get a
is your
lawsuit. You have no legal right to ask me on my name.
Sir, we got a
Or
call
to
that
put
you're
your
looking
hands
through
on
people's
me.
vehicles. We got a call that you're looking at people's vehicles.
You're about to get a lawsuit.
All right, and you won't identify yourself, you wouldn't stop, and you're on
You have
private
no
property.
legal right to identify me.
There's nothing illegal about looking at parked cars in public. Soon after, another officer arrived who was having problems understanding the situation.
We got a call that he was looking at people's vehicles, and he wouldn't stop.
This character saw me up on the hill exercising, going through the lot. He started his car. He was up there sleeping or reading or something. Followed me
We
down
got a call that he was looking at
and
people's
stopped me
cars.
over here. I exercise here every day.
Okay. I'm
He
here
put
almost
his
every day,
hands
and
on me
I've never
with
seen
no legal reason.
that. We got a call that
I
you're
got it
looking at
on
people's
film.
Okay.
What's your name, officer?
cars. ID on you?
Officer
What-
Buchanan.
Look, he has no reason to ID me. No legal reason. You all about to get a huge lawsuit. I got him on camera assaulting. You saw him assaulting when you walked up. Am I right?
I don't see you doing anything.
Absolutely. You did.
Sir, I just need your ID. So
You're
I can
about
ID
you
We got-
escalated this thing
Sir,
into
sir, we
No.
have.
We're not going backwards.
The officer seemed nervous, clearly realizing he had made a mistake. However, these cops never admitted it. Keep watching to see how badly it ended for him.
This is a
Sir,
lawsuit.
we got a call that you're.
And
looking
I'm
at people's
suing
vehicles.
you personally
We got a call
for
that
putting
you're
your
looking at
hands on me.
people's vehicles.
You didn't see me
We got a call.
look in anybody's vehicle.
we
What
got
did
a
you
call
see
that
me
you're
doing?
looking at people's vehicles.
Talk to them.
We got a
Tell
call
me
that
you
you're
saw
looking
me
at
not
people's vehicles.
doing nothing illegal.
We got a call that you're looking.
I'm
at people's
dressed to
vehicles.
exercise. I do this every day.
190.
Ask anybody, any of your staff.
You wouldn't stop and
You
talk to
gave
You
me
wouldn't
no
identify yourself,
legal
so you're on
reason.
private property.
Name a legal reason. You should have thought this out before escalating. This is a police report, and you're liable.
We got a call.
This is a police report now. It's all on film.
It is great to see a citizen stand up for his rights against these officers who continue to intimidate innocent people.
I have a legal right to defend myself when you do it. Either if that badge does not give you the right, it does not give you the right to put your hands on it.
I got a call that you're looking
You
at
you
people's
question me
vehicles.
about it. What did I say?
I have. A
What
right
did
to
I
identify
say?
You too. When I'm
You don't
speaking
have-
with
you-
You're on private property.
You don't have name the legal right that I have to identify. And I committed
What's
no
your
crime.
reason of being here?
And I've committed no crime. I've told
What's your
you
reason of being
several
here?
times.
Exercising.
I'm here
correct?
every day. Every day. I didn't have a problem till today. I've been doing this ever since the weather's been warm enough.
You're on clinic property.
That's your problem, and you got an even bigger problem, buddy, for putting your hands on me. All right, especially if this stands up in court.
You have no Cleveland Clinic business.
The victim was waiting for Officer Garfield to file a complaint against the officer. Meanwhile, he continued lecturing the cop.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Apparently you don't. You can't just grab people up.
Sir.
You can't grab people up on a say-so. You didn't see me. You observed me for at least 45 seconds to a minute, doing what I was doing when you stopped me and questioned me, and I confirmed what you saw, irrespective of what someone said. Wait till they find out who I am.
Well, like, cause we gotta call dispatch. And they were saying,
Right up there. He watched me come up the hill. I'm trotting backwards.
yeah.
Turned around, made eye contact with him, came back here. He started his car up and followed me. You have to articulate what crime I've committed that I have to ID. I know my rights.
Eventually, Officer Garfield arrived and things were about to go from bad to worse for the tyrant cop.
How you doing? You Garfield?
Please, yeah, I'm Garfield.
My name is Keith Golston.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You might know my mother's name.
Probably. Yeah.
They talk about Ernie there. She was the first black dispatcher ever, head dispatcher at Garfield Heights Police Department. I grew up here.
Okay.
I want to follow police report. I got this guy on film assaulting me without probable cause.
Okay.
I'm a resident here.
Yeah. You know what the yes, you have a right to do what you need to do, but this is the clinic, which means it's private. So if they ask you to do something, you gotta listen to.
No. Let's test that legally. If he can put his hands on me without probable cause, anywhere in the continental United States.
Yeah. No, this.
If he can put his hands on me, this is the issue. I answered his question.
Okay.
Shockingly, Officer Garfield sided with his fellow officer, showing they believe they could act without facing any consequences.
My point is this: he has no legal right, therefore, to put his hands on me or impede my progress, let alone ID me for a suspicion. Let's test that and it's gonna get tested legally.
Well, see, sir, this is a private.
Nah, I don't want to, bruh. It don't.
You can't even. You're not even supposed to be filming here,
bruh.
It's just like if I went to your house and you text me.
Nah, this is you don't know what you're talking about because he's claiming you don't. You don't know what you're talking about. He just claimed that this was private property.
It is private property. Which means you have to do what they ask you to do.
No,
yes,
I do not.
Yes, you
I
do.
have to legally. I'm legally required. Okay. You're required legally to obey the law.
Just when it seemed like things might improve, another officer claimed that filming there wasn't legal. However, by this point, the cop was clearly scared, knowing his harassment had been caught on camera.
I'm filing a lawsuit.
You cannot
I can do anything I want to do, man.
This is a private property. You're not supposed to be filming here.
Stop me then.
Well, see, that's where you go wrong. You can't. If I went to your house and you asked me not to do
this
something,
is not my house.
Whatever.
We're outside in the public.
If it's your property, then you got a right.
Whatever his name is, I'm filing a lawsuit for assault and battery. I got it on film, brother.
Okay.
What's your name? We were all right when we were talking.
I don't know what lead to that, but
I'll tell you what.
What lead to that? Why he?
I'll tell you what.
You know?
I can save you a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'm pressing charges. I want to file a police report.
For what?
He assaulted me. I got it on film.
How he assaulted you? That's
Absolutely.
What I'm asking you.
He grabbed my arm.
Yeah, they're not allowed to do that because if you walk away from them, if he's asked you.
Bruh, let's file the police report.
This is why qualified immunity needs to end. These egocentric officers must be held accountable and learn a lesson.
If this guy,
Bruh,
this officer asks you to leave and you don't leave, that's a crime because they're going to be criminal trespass.
He didn't ask me to leave.
It's a private.
He didn't ask me to leave.
Place,
You're making stuff up now.
I'm not. That's why I asked you.
Do you have a supervisor here?
Yeah, we do have.
Okay, let me file a report with your supervisor.
Okay, we're not filing a police report. There's no
call your
crime.
supervisor.
You just want him off the property?
Yeah. I was leaving the property when he assaulted me.
All right. If you want to file a complaint, you can file a complaint with Cleveland Clinic Police Department.
No, I want to file a criminal complaint. You guys are the reporting officers.
No,
I want to file.
This is Cleveland Clinic.
Did he call you?
Yeah, they called us.
Y'all don't have no jurisdiction?
They are police department.
They're their own police department. So if
what kind of report are you guys going to file? You got to make a report.
We're not working on a report.
No.
Y'all can just go anywhere you want to.
No one was even ready to take down a police complaint. Finally, the young black police officer came back onto the scene who seemed to understand the law and sided with the victim.
Sergeant Marcus Grandpa, do you have a number for him?
You can call my dispatch and you can.
Who is here today besides you, that I can make a report about this incident?
My partner, but
let's get him here.
He's not a supervisor. He's right here. Right behind him.
What's your name, sir? We can talk now.
What's going on, bro?
You heard what was going on?
Yeah, I heard what's going on.
Right.
All right. So do you want Marcus's number?
Now I want to get something legally on paper right now. This is all on film.
You want to write it down, a statement, or you may just write this down now? I'm gonna get your statements like that. Want me to go do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You come with me. I just wish.
We're gonna take it through the proper channels.
The victim was finally taken inside the building where the officer calmly listened and filed his complaint.
If you could write your name down.
Yeah.
And the officer.
We can take 2 shots. I'm with person now. He's gonna make a statement. So I'll give you the. I'll let the details of them down.
Next, watch this cop overstep his authority but instantly panic when he realizes the whole thing is being recorded.
Whenever you complete a U-turn,
I didn't U-turn.
hold on. Whenever you complete a U-turn, you're supposed to be as far to that corner as possible. Okay?
They have another car in front of her. That's why, I cannot parking behind her.
Okay. Well, you are required to go as far away between. You're not supposed to be between any cars. You're supposed to be against that curb line. I need you to sign with your finger. It's not an admission of guilt. You're just signing saying you'll take care of the citation for a ticket. You're promising saying that you'll take care of it at a later date, whether that be in court or if you take care of it outside of court.
Mr. Vu, accompanied by his wife, chose to step out of his car and argue with the officer instead of simply signing the ticket. The officer quickly became agitated.
I don't think that you're understanding what I'm saying here, okay?
I understand. I told you. The car in front of her can hurt and she didn't turn.
Whenever you make a U-turn,
I didn't make a U-turn.
sorry. Let me clarify, okay? Whenever you enter a little intersection thing like that, you are not allowed to go side by side next to a car. Okay? You have to go behind vehicles.
Hey, you are the police.
Yes.
So you know
Okay.
how many cars?
We are done, sir. No, we're done arguing about this, okay?
I don't think so.
We are not We are not arguing about this, okay?
I want to show you.
We argue in court. We argue in court.
The officer started to get restless, and instead of calmly handling the situation, he would make a mess of it.
No,
we don't argue on the side of the road. We argue in court. Yes, that's how it works. Because if not, if you don't sign this, you go to jail. Okay?
Yeah,
I don't want to take you to jail.
I'm ready to go to jail.
You ready to go to jail?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay, that involves impounding your car too. Okay.
My husband, we stay here waiting for those two here. We're not U-turn.
Okay, it doesn't matter about a U-turn or whatever. That lane,
and I heard,
you can't.
I heard she hit us.
I understand that, but you're not. You see where that car's at? Whenever you enter that area, that's what you're supposed to do.
The Oklahoma officer then made a mistake that would surely be his downfall.
You're not supposed to leave any space at all. You're not supposed to leave any space at all.
You see that two car?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I am the top
The way
car.
where your vehicle was located, your vehicle was not like that.
Sit up.
No.
You sit up. Get on the ground.
No. See, sir. No. Call an ambulance. I call it. I need the ambulance.
Yeah, I'm gonna call an ambulance.
Look at his head.
112 Hefner, roll me fire and incident supervisor.
The officer lifted Mr. Vu off the ground and slammed him face first onto the pavement. Here is the CCTV footage, which provides a clear view of the brutality inflicted on a 70-year-old.
Your vehicle is not like that.
Sit up.
No.
You sit up. Get on the ground.
The man suffered a brain bleed and remains hospitalized. On the other hand, the officer has been placed on administrative duty, and this case is about to be presented to the Oklahoma County DA. Now, if you think this officer was a bully, you will be shocked to see what these next cops did to a law-abiding citizen.
Let me see your ID.
No, I'm not showing you ID. I'm not showing you any ID, sir.
You're required to show us. Get out your building. Get out the building.
In January 2022, Auditor Sean Paul Reyes decided to conduct a First Amendment audit of the Pooler Police Department. However, things took a turn for the worse even before he entered.
Hey, how you doing today, sir? Yeah, can I just get your name and badge number first?
You're in an employee parking lot.
Can I just get your name and badge number?
Sergeant Self.
Sergeant Self?
Yep.
And your badge number?
615.
615?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't need any help.
Yeah, you're in an employee parking lot.
It's not a secure area.
It's an employee parking lot and you're not an employee.
This is...
And you're making employees feel uncomfortable
Sir,
when they walk inside the building. So,
this parking lot is not a secured area.
okay.
It's public property.
Okay.
It might be only for employee parking. I'm not parking in here. My car is not parked in here. I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story.
Sean clearly knows his rights and the law surrounding the public parking lot, but the officer keeps escalating the issue.
Do you suspect me of committing a crime, sir?
Do you have your ID on you?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
Sir, I need to know if you're suspecting me of committing a crime first.
I'm a police officer. I asked you for your ID. I need you to give me your ID.
Sir, with all due respect, sir, can I speak to another supervisor? I understand that you're a sergeant, but I do not...
I am the supervisor here.
I understand, but then you should know as a supervisor, sir, that unless you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime in the state of Georgia, you cannot lawfully demand my ID from me.
You can clearly see the level of the police department by checking their sergeant's knowledge of the law. However, shortly after, the chief of police came storming out and started to question Sean.
No, you're not being detained. You keep on walking.
Okay, if I'm not being detained, I'm going to continue about my business, sir.
I'm going to do it here.
I'm an independent journalist. Who are you, sir?
I'm the chief of police.
You're the chief of police. Can I get your name?
You can look it up on the internet if you're that smart.
But why would I have to look it up on the internet, sir?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
My sergeant asked you for a driver's license.
Tell me if you tell me your name and identify yourself.
We're not making tits for tats. This is an employee parking lot. You're not an employee. You have no business.
This is. I'm not parking here.
This is an employee parking
is this
lot.
fenced off? Look, I want to make it very clear. It's not a fenced off area.
Let me make it very clear. This is an employee parking lot.
There's no trespassing signs or anything like that, sir. I'm not breaking the law, sir. I'm actually engaged in a constitution protected activity, and I feel like you're trying to bully me along with your sergeant.
The chief refuses to identify himself, and his demeanor worsened as Sean confronted him with facts.
And sir, who are you? Who are you, sir?
He's one of my employees.
Okay, one of your employees. I feel like all three of you are trying to bully me and trying to exert authority over me that you don't have. Demanding ID. Your sergeant doesn't understand that he cannot demand ID lawfully.
Why are you in my parking lot?
They should know I'm working, like I told your sergeant, I'm not just not answering questions. I cannot answer questions, but I'm answering. I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story on the city. I was inside doing a FOIA request.
No.
Yes, I was.
Tag numbers and everything like that.
Who says I'm recording anybody's? And plus, it's public information. You guys run tags all day. People drive around all day in the city with tags on. It's not like any private information. Do I have a database where I can look up people? Come on, you gotta think logically here. I don't have a database where I can just type in somebody's, license plate and figure out who they are. Let's be real.
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
The corrupt chief lacked a basic understanding of what constitutes a public place and clearly needs some education.
Are you ordering me to leave under threat of arrest, sir?
Yeah, I'm ordering you. This is the third time I've told you to leave my parking lot.
I'm gonna go on a public sidewalk and I'm gonna continue to record. I'm gonna continue to record your parking lot, and I'm gonna hit you up with civil litigation over this, just so you know, because you're violating a constitutionally protected activity. You're allowing your city, you're portraying your city in a negative light for the world to see. Remember that. Remember I told you that, Chief.
Yes, sir.
So this is a public sidewalk, correct?
Sean eventually left the parking lot under the threat of arrest, but the cops had no idea he would return stronger. And this time there'd be no made-up statutes to hide behind.
Chief, I wanna submit a complaint. Chief, I wanna submit a complaint. You're not getting away with this one. You might get away with them. You might get away with them normally on a regular basis, but not today. I wanna submit a complaint. So I go inside to do that? Or
Get him a complaint form. Go get your complaint form.
Public interest.
I need your names. It is your policy to give me your name. Who do I know I'm filing a complaint against?
You figure it out.
Oh, I gotta figure it out? That's real professional.
Everything else.
That's real professional.
Go ahead.
Nah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
You're behind you. Okay.
What's your name? I need to file a complaint against you.
Chief Ashley Brown.
Chief Ashley Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because I was trespassing in your parking lot? That's a public parking lot?
Hey, we're not going to debate it. You want to file a complaint?
You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. Let's make that clear.
Just when it seemed the chief might cool down, he escalated the situation by doing something unimaginable.
You fill it out.
You don't need to
I can fill it out here.
No.
This is a public lobby. You're gonna kick me out of a public lobby too, Chief?
Go fill it out then.
All right,
wanna
thank
fill it
you.
out?
Excuse me.
You need to borrow your pen too, or?
Excuse me.
You can't record while you're in here.
Why can't I record while I'm in here? I have a constitutional right to film the police in the course of their duty, sir. Is this department so uneducated and so inept at their job that it must be from the top down? Because your sergeant doesn't know when he can legally identify somebody, and you're telling me I can't film in a police lobby? Mm-hmm. Yes, I sure can. I can film in a police lobby. It's my constitutional right. I have freedom of press in this country, sir. What country do you think you live in?
Are you with the press?
Yes, I am with the press.
Let me see your ID.
No, I'm not showing you an ID. I'm not showing you an ID, sir.
You're required to show us.
Get out your building. Get out the building. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Yeah, no problem. How do I file the complaint if I can't get in the building?
Sean still completed the complaint form and headed back in to submit it.
Who do I hand the complaint form to when I'm done?
Once you're done, I'll get it.
Okay, and do I get like a receipt number or something like that? Yeah, right here it says, all parties filing a formal written complaint are entitled to receive a copy of the original statement free of charge. So I would like it if a receiving supervisor can sign right there and give me a copy as it's stated on the form. You guys are a bunch of bullies. Abuse of authority. You know what? I want to do a public records request too. Let's find out how much money you guys are making abusing your authority, how much tax dollars you've taken from everyone.
It is sad to see police officers showing no respect for the Constitution, a behavior likely stemming from their unprofessional chief who has trained them to act like bullies.
Will you guys allow me to do it here? I don't understand what's the big deal.
Not if you're recording.
But where's the signs that says I can't record in here? Where's the law?
We don't have to have a sign.
You sure do. This is a constitutionally protected activity. That's what this is.
As soon as you pass through that doorway, you're now on private property.
It's public property.
There's sensitive information in both these windows that can be called on video, so you can't record in there.
Okay, yeah. All right. Sure thing.
As Sean was about to leave the building, the sergeant returned with the complaint form and a pathetic excuse.
It requires an address at the top.
No, I don't have to put an address.
Your complaint not going to be accepted. You didn't fill the form out correctly.
No. That's not how it works. Bring the chief out here.
Is how it works.
You're allowed to do an anonymous complaint.
Okay. You did not make it anonymous. So
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you that the complaint's not valid.
It doesn't matter. I want to speak to the chief.
No.
I want to speak to the chief.
The chief's not here. You got me. I'm the one accepting the complaint.
You're accepting the complaint on yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you that you didn't fill the form out correctly. So
you can submit a complaint anonymously. I don't have to give you my name.
All right.
I don't have to give you my address.
You don't. But
you're just being difficult.
Okay.
Sergeant, a little bit of de-escalation training will take you a long way. You need to learn. I understand you learn from your chief, who's also a bully and a tyrant, but you need to learn. Don't talk to people that way. You understand?
All right. Have a safe day, okay?
Yeah. Tyrant. Crazy.
Sean got no updates on the complaint he had filed, and it is unclear whether he intends to take legal action against these bullies. Moving on, we have another group of corrupt police officers who believe they can do anything they want.
I'm not giving you permission to search my car.
I don't need permission.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes. You guys cannot search someone's car saying that you smell marijuana.
In October of 2022, delivery driver Jordan was pulled over by a police officer while on his way to deliver food. Jordan was also involved in an ongoing lawsuit against the police after they had beaten him up. And starting the lawsuit, the cops have been harassing him without reason.
I've been pulled over for I don't know what reason. He hasn't told me yet, but we'll figure it out.
Hey, go ahead and step out for me, brother.
For what?
Because I'm asking you to.
I didn't break any laws. I didn't break any laws.
I understand that, and I'm recording you too, but I'm asking you to step out. Step out.
I haven't broke any laws. I'm not under arrest.
I can ask anybody to step out on any traffic stop.
No, you can't. No, you cannot. I didn't break any law.
I'm asking you to step out.
I'm going to call my attorney.
The officer did not attempt to speak with Jordan and immediately ordered him to leave the vehicle. At this point, Jordan still didn't know why he was being pulled over, and the corrupt officer only escalated the situation.
Okay.
This is unlawful. What did you even stop me for?
Your registration light's out. You have a registration light out. So, partner, Go ahead and step out for me.
Am I under arrest?
You're not under
What's
arrest.
going on today?
Nothing's under. I'm trying to deliver my food here.
I understand.
Okay, so
I've got a lawsuit against the state police right now, and this is gonna be documented. I'm just letting you know.
it's documented right here too.
Okay. Well, they didn't
Listen,
document when they beat
He
me.
made a lawful traffic stop on you because you got a registration
Okay.
light out.
And I'm just asking you to step
So-
out so I can talk to you.
To conduct this investigation,
I'm not getting out of the car. I didn't do nothing wrong.
You have to exit the vehicle when he's giving you a lawful order. So if you come out of the vehicle,
If you arrest me, then if I'm under arrest, then I have to get out. But if I'm not under arrest, I'm not getting out of the car.
listen, but if you refuse to get out and we have to pull you out, then you will get arrested.
You can't pull me out of the car if I'm not arrested.
We can't because I'm asking you to on a leave.
I know
Listen,
you
man.
see all these
I'm trying to
videos on TV
work
all the
with you,
time.
buddy. I'm trying to work.
You're trying to work with me. I'm delivering
I
food. You
understand that.
pulled me
I
over for
understand.
no
Listen,
reason.
He was being threatened by 3 officers and ultimately decided to step out of the car to see what they had to say.
I do not want to arrest you tonight.
You have no reason to arrest me. I have done nothing wrong.
If you don't get out of
If
the
you don't get out
vehicle,
of the car, it's obstruction of justice, obstruction charge that will be filed against you, or resisting arrest if you fight us. So we do not want to do that.
Okay, I already know the ropes of all you guys, what you guys do.
you have any weapons on you?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna pat you down real quick, all right?
I'm sitting here trying to do my job.
We understand.
What's that in your pocket? Is that just a blowtorch? Don't reach for it.
I don't know what it is, man.
You care if I get in your pocket and get it out?
What? No. What do you got your hands on me for?
Because I'm patting you down. It's called a Terry frisk. We're allowed to do that.
You're only allowed to do that if you arrest
let's come
somebody.
back here.
You're not
Nope.
arresting me.
Nope. Come back here. The reason I'm getting you out is, like I said, I'm smelling a strong presence of marijuana.
But you guys say that every time you pull somebody over. You're not gonna. I'm not giving you permission to search my car.
I don't need permission.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes.
Not if you smell it.
You guys cannot search someone's car saying that you smell marijuana.
I can't. Okay. I'm gonna search your vehicle. Okay. And you're gonna stay right here with my buddy while I search your vehicle.
This is a joke.
Okay. Am I gonna find anything? Because I'm trying to work with you. I'm about to lose my patience. Okay.
You are.
Yeah.
What's your badge number?
So we don't have badge numbers. Stay here
What's
with my
your
buddy.
name?
All right. Stay with my buddy.
Technically, the officer was correct, as they are allowed to search the vehicle if they smell marijuana. However, this can be abused to violate someone's Fourth Amendment rights, as the sense of smell is subjective. Furthermore, it is nearly impossible to disprove in court that an officer didn't smell marijuana. The officer continued the search while Jordan remained steadfast, knowing there was little he could do.
You guys are harassing me for delivering food to the ghetto.
Absolutely not.
Yep, absolutely.
You're the one that's labeling as ghetto.
That up there is the ghetto.
You're the one that's labeled that label.
Well, what would you call it?
It's City Park. It's been
And why you guys always patrol it?
We don't. We run up there when we get 911 calls.
It's what?
Our supervisor would like to take it out.
This is unlawful. What's your badge number? What's your name?
Sergeant Van Horn.
Sergeant Van Horn? He pulled me over for no reason. He said he smelled marijuana. I told him I didn't. I gave him no permission to search my car. He searched it anyhow. This is unlawful. This is harassment, and I will be reporting you. I already have an issue with the state police. I'm going to trial in November, and this is going to go. I'm going to sue you now. This is crazy. This is unlawful. You're teaching your officers to harass people. So the things like this, man. Harassing somebody.
Oh, buddy. A little bit of marijuana.
What did you do? Plant that?
Is that all you had?
Is that what you planted?
The officer eventually discovered a small bag that contained a bit of marijuana inside. However, Jordan remained adamant that it wasn't his, and it was the officer who planted it.
Is that what you planted on me? Just a little bit of weed?
Give him an attitude. He can take you to jail, or he can catch you with assault.
So I mean, he's gonna do what he's gonna do, man. I'm not gonna beg him to do nothing. Believe me.
No, it's not
You
what.
can do whatever you want to do.
It's our choice whether we want to charge or not.
You guys want to plant weed on me and stuff, and that's fine.
It's probably not even a car, is it?
It's my wife's actually. I have 4 kids actually. Yeah. I take care of 4 kids, and I don't like getting harassed. Yeah, they're mine. They're mine. I'm a good father actually. Yeah. You probably don't have any responsibility.
Hey, buddy, go ahead and have a seat back inside. I'm gonna cut your citation and get you out of here.
So there is this clueless cop who soon figured out he had picked the wrong fight.
Oh, that scares me. That's real scary. So you're not gonna tell me what you're doing out here? You said 2 stolen cars in the last half hour. And you're just out in the middle of the night?
What's it got to do with me?
Just asking what you're doing out here in the middle of the night. I'm asking why you're out here.
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
No.
No?
We're going to invoke my 5th Amendment right now. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to answer any of your questions. I'm not going to help with your investigation, whatever you got going on. 0. So.
You're a real nice, real tough guy.
I'm not trying to be tough, man. I'm just invoking my rights. I have rights. I don't have to be questioned. I'm not going to sit here and be questioned, man. Like, for what? For what?
Why do you gotta be a jerk?
I'm not being a jerk. I'm just sitting there with my bike. I was about to take my dog for a walk.
You were down there when I saw you.
Okay.
So you were there. Also, I saw you take off like hell. That's why I flew down here.
I'm just riding my bike around, man.
Just being a tough guy. You don't have to answer anything. You can't answer any questions. What's going on, man?
There's nothing going on, man. I'm just this.
Another officer showed up and started interrogating the man who was simply walking his dog. Instead of handling the situation, the officer escalated it.
What the man? Like, I was about to take my dog for a walk on my bike, okay? And you showed up and started tough guy to me.
You are.
For what? For what? For what, man?
I just told you we had 2 stolen cars the last half hour.
I live in this neighborhood. I live in this neighborhood. I pay taxes in this neighborhood.
You said I ain't answered nothing. You started.
Yeah, because I don't have to, man. I don't have to. I don't have to answer any of your questions. Nothing. Dude, really?
I just asked you a question and you're being a jerk.
You obviously I live here, okay? I'm just riding my bike out in front of my house and you fucking pull up and you're like, what are you doing, man?
I didn't say that, okay? I did not.
Basically, yeah, you did. Go in the house. I didn't do shit, so go find some real criminals, man. I'm riding my bike in front of my house.
Shut your mouth, all right?
When the man chose to remain silent and refused to answer the questions, the officer unlawfully escalated the situation and detained the man instead of respecting his right to remain silent.
Well, I'm not going to give you my name, okay? I'm not going to give you any information. If you're conducting an investigation,
that's fine.
I have no obligation to help you with that investigation.
That's fine, you're right.
And if you got the guy with some stripes on his shoulders, can you get him down here?
When you're suspected of committing a violation or a crime, okay, and you don't provide name, you are arrested for obstruction. So
no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
It is how it works.
It's really not.
Okay. All right. Do you think I'm playing games with you? All I want
you want, okay, you want to slap me in handcuffs and damn it? All right. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't, man. I'm riding my bike. I'm riding my bike. I'm riding my bike.
I'm sick here.
No.
Can you tell me his last name so we can be done?
No, just don't do it. Don't do it.
This unlawful arrest highlights the lack of professionalism in the officers. The whole thing might have been avoided with a more controlled approach. Well, if you think this cop was corrupt, wait until you see the actions of this next officer, as he was owned quite badly.
You're a coward, dude. You shouldn't be a police officer if you're scared of people walking up on you.
In December of 2021, Highland Police were conducting a traffic stop when an auditor who goes by the YouTube channel Always Film the Police went over to record them. That is when things started to get a little steamy.
Hey, I don't need your directives. I'm not committing a crime. Stay away from me. No. Don't walk towards me. Stay away from me. No. You don't get to pick where I stand in public, buddy. Get away from me.
I'm gonna search you for weapons. I don't know.
Oh, get away from me, you coward. You coward. You ain't gonna search me for nothing, buddy.
Go down.
You don't tell me where to go, Streeback. Get away from me. Go over there with your buddy. You see how he's smart enough not to say nothing to me? You see how he's smart enough not to say nothing to me?
The officer clearly didn't expect to face someone who knew the law better than he did, and things were about to take a turn for the worst.
But you're dumb enough too, right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You don't have to ask me nothing. Back up, man.
No, I'm gonna stand right here.
Good. Stand right there. I mean no ill will or intent towards you. Go do your job.
Okay, I just asked you to step away.
I don't care what you asked. It's not a law, buddy. Is that a law? You're a law enforcement, aren't you? Thank you.
I don't know what you are doing or planning to do or not.
I'm standing here with the camera in my hand, genius.
Well, I can stand here just as you can stand there then.
Yeah, well, I didn't say you couldn't stand there. I didn't try to tell you to go somewhere like you did me. Yeah, I got freedom of speech too, by the way, buddy. Yeah, I know you know, and it's, you look at your disdain towards me because you can't stand it.
No, it's because
yeah.
It's proper, that's all.
Proper would have been leave me alone when I walk up to you. That's would have been proper.
While most officers ignored the camera, one decided to intervene and let his ego take over. What followed was a complete grilling, and the auditor was just getting started.
Always trying to tell people what lawfully they can and can't do.
I said you could tape, just scoot it down.
I don't need your permission though, that's where you're wrong. Giving me permission to tape, I don't need it from you. The Constitution of this great place gives it to me.
So, hey, here's another law in Indiana. I'm not yelling at you. I'm asking you to quiet down. Stop screaming and yelling.
Bud, I can protest anywhere I want and be as loud as I want.
You're right, you can protest.
Exactly, exactly. So let's be quiet now, sir.
Okay, stop screaming and yelling.
Number 63. This is my normal voice, buddy.
Okay.
This is my normal voice. This is Officer Strebeck, number 63. He's from Griffith.
Do not walk up.
He's a moron. Then we got number 9.
Giving you a legal lawful directive. Do not walk up on the
We got number 63. This is his car. He's a canine douche. Got number 8.
The auditor refused to back down, confronting the officer and demanding his details. He deserves immense respect for standing his ground and not yielding to this display of tyranny.
What's your name and badge number?
Okay, if they can just get somebody with a license.
I already know who you are. You don't need to identify yourself.
Just don't walk up on us. I'm not telling you again. Don't walk up on us.
Notice how this guy's not saying nothing to me?
He's on the radio,
He's
man.
not saying nothing to me, bro. But you keep on talking. I know you're not. I would never be a pig.
Okay, that's
never in my life.
You're very disrespectful for no good reason.
So are you by telling me what to do as soon as I walked up. You should have shut your mouth. You should have shut your mouth and you wouldn't have had this.
All right, man. Just keep walking.
I'm going to stand right here, buddy.
You don't walk up on us. I don't know anything about you. Don't.
You're a coward, dude. You shouldn't be a police officer if you're scared of people walking up on you. Coward. You're going to be all over the internet in about an hour, buddy. What a coward, man.
The officer surely seemed to learn his lesson, as he didn't dare to speak until the traffic stop came to an end.
Money pays for? Don't walk up on me. Don't walk up on me. I'm gonna find all out about you, buddy. I'm gonna request your whole history.
The bully cop was owned quite badly and would surely remember this interaction for a long time. If you wonder if this cop was corrupt, this next guy took things up a notch.
I want to know who I'm dealing with. You could be an axe murderer. Okay.
In June 2021, this guy was playing a GPS-based game and stopped outside a residence in a public neighborhood when an officer approached and decided to interrogate him.
We've had thefts in this community, okay? You can do that if you want to.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We've had thefts in the community, okay? And you don't live here.
Do you have a reasonable suspicion?
The reasonable suspicion is that the possibility that you could be a thief in this area.
I have explained to you what I'm doing.
I want to know who I'm dealing with. You could be an actor. Okay.
So could you?
Yeah. No, not in my uniform.
Yes,
I'm
you
at
could.
work. No.
No. There have been plenty of cases where officers have broken the law.
Okay.
Let's not pretend. Nobody is perfect.
I'm not breaking the law. I'm asking you for your so you can show me your identity, and I can walk away from here and give you your identification right back to you, and we'll be done.
The guy, who was not a seasoned auditor, was trying his best to hold his ground against the corrupt officer, who was adamant about getting his ID.
Are you issuing me a
Not right
civil
this second.
citation?
No, not this second.
Am I being detained, or am I free
You're
to
not
go?
being detained. You can leave if you want to, yes.
Okay, thank you. But if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay.
No, you're not free to stay.
Yes, I am.
Because
is this a public street?
You're suspicious in this area.
Okay.
I don't know if you're getting ready to go in this lady's house and steal anything.
You have
or this
approached
lady's
me.
house or anything.
You have
okay?
approached me.
You want to leave?
You have
You
approached
got one or two
me.
options. You can leave.
You have approached me, and I have explained what I am doing. I am playing a game on my phone. So
That's
you think
just
I'm a
your
liar?
excuse.
The intimidation from the corrupt cop was intense. Even though no law had been broken, the officer continued to threaten him.
You're saying I deal with 90% of the worst people. 90% of the time, 10% worse people. Okay.
Yes, yeah, I understand. Your sense of trust is gone completely.
No, it's not there.
But
I
I'm
have
asking you to
verify.
obey the law.
I'm
asking you to obey the law.
I am obeying the law.
No, you are not. You do not have a reasonable,
You don't have-
articulable
Yes, I do.
suspicion.
Yes, I do.
What is your
You are in-
reasonable, articulable suspicion
You
that I am
are in-
about to
you
commit,
are in a-
have committed, or will commit a crime?
You are in an area.
What
that
is
you
your
do not
reasonable,
inhabit,
articulable suspicion
okay?
that I have committed, will
You gonna give
commit,
me
or
the
about
ID
to
or
commit a
not?
crime?
Are you gonna
No,
give me
sir,
the
I'm
ID?
not.
Stay there.
It is truly shocking how officers like him violate law and try to bully citizens without any reason. Things were about to get even worse. He returned for a few more questions.
Now you're in violation of traffic law. On top of being in a neighborhood where you don't live. You live on Ridge Street, right?
Which traffic law am I in violation of, sir?
You're violation of registration right now.
How so?
Because this is on a white minivan and the tag comes back to a green car.
Well, I can't. That's what we were issued. But if I'm in violation, please issue me a
Let me
citation.
see your registration, proof of insurance, and ID.
Can I get in my thing?
Yep, go ahead.
The guy did end up showing his ID, even though he had no reason to do so. However, he had a few more questions for the corrupt officer, questions to which the officer had no answer.
What does my ID have to do with making sure the area is safe?
Okay.
Is the area any more safer now that you've identified me?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you how.
Okay.
The explanation that I'm fixing to give you is the reason why I do what I do. Okay, this area, now that I have your ID, the area, if something does happen, something could happen, there's a possibility of a already known suspect now that was in the area prior to anything happening. So if something happens tonight or the next day or something like that, who's the strange people in the area? That would be you, okay? We would come and talk to you. We would commit an
Well, that's
do an
fine.
investigation.
Why don't you come and talk to me when you have suspicion of an actual crime?
Sir,
Sitting
if-
on the side
if
of
I
the
can-
road is not suspicion of a crime.
The officer should have let him go after verifying his identity and realizing that he wasn't a fugitive, but the ego-driven officer chose to escalate the situation, making things even more difficult.
What crime is sitting on a
You
public
know
road?
anybody in this subdivision?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay. Why aren't you sitting in front of their house?
Because I already sat in front of their house. I explained to you this is a GPS game. You understand GPS, I know.
I understand GPS, and I understand people doing all these games. But if you want to be hard with me as far as
I'm not trying to be hard. I'm trying. I want you to obey the law.
I am doing the law.
No, you are. You as a corporal.
My duty.
Bull. As a corporal,
I'm glad you know my job better than I do.
I don't know your job better than you do, but I do know the statute for identifying.
Ultimately, the officer forced him to leave the area, which was once again a clear violation of his constitutional rights, straight up illegal.
The statute for identifying yourself is anybody over the age of 18 has to have a document in their possession of who they are at all times.
But I don't have to give it to you.
When you are asked and requested by a officer, you do have to give it.
Unless you are issuing me a civil
No,
or
I
a
don't
criminal
have to issue you
citation,
anything.
then this is
I can
Nazi
ask for
Germany.
I can ask for your identification at
And
any given time.
sure, you can ask for it, but I'm not legally required to give it to you.
I'm happy you feel that way. Have a good afternoon, sir.
Thank you. You
Please
too.
move on.
If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay.
I'm going to ask you to leave this area, please.
Are you asking me or ordering me?
I'm asking you to leave the
Are you
area.
asking me or ordering me?
I'm asking you to leave the
If
area.
you are ordering me, I will leave. If you are asking me, I would stay. I'd like to stay.
Order you? I'm ordering you to leave the area.
Thank you very much. I will certainly leave. Please wipe y'all's fingerprints off the back of my car.
It is disheartening to see how individuals aren't free to move about their own country. After this incident, he went to file a complaint with the sheriff's office, but they eventually cleared the officer of any wrongdoing, exposing what a joke the department truly is. The cops think they're untouchable, but this next case will show you just how wrong they are.
I don't know. That's called private property. You can't.
That's private property. Come here. What it says over here?
The outside, if you like.
What does it say?
In February of 2024, Siberian Tiger, a First Amendment auditor who was out on the street when he saw 2 police cars parked outside. As he began recording, a cop came out.
What are you doing?
Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
I don't know. What are you doing?
You don't know who?
Are you taking close-up pictures of the inside of the car? You can't do that, okay?
Says who?
It says me.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Well then,
Okay, you
get
can't-
lost.
You cannot be taking pictures of the inside of these cars.
Watch me.
You cannot be taking pictures of the inside of the cars.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
You come over here all big tough guy?
Hey, you can't be taking pictures inside.
Says who?
It says me. It's a police car, okay?
And you, who are you?
I'm a sergeant, okay? I'm a supervisor.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
And
you can't be here.
and
doing
you
that.
can get lost.
It doesn't work that way, my friend.
How does that work?
Hey.
Together with the sergeant, the officer showed an unexpected ignorance of the law. As the interaction progressed, the officer started acting more aggressively.
You're gonna get in my face like this?
Go find something else.
You think you're gonna intimidate me?
Who's intimidating you, man?
Then what's the problem?
I don't know. I'm wondering what the problem is with you.
You came over here all tough guy.
I'm wondering what the problem is with you. Because
There was no problem. What am I doing?
You can't be taking pictures of the inside.
Says who?
It says me.
What law?
I don't know.
Exactly. So get lost, tough guy.
That doesn't work that way.
Well, how's it gonna work? Why don't you call your bobbies over here? Why don't you call your lieutenant?
No.
Other sergeants?
You show me out in front of the precinct with
Yeah?
taking some pictures of inside of the police car.
Dumb guy.
I'll take it.
What a dumb guy. Taking pictures of the inside of the vehicles that are public property. I'm on a public sidewalk taking pictures of everything that is open, visible from my eyes, okay? Which is First Amendment protected activity, and the tough guy shows up here and tells me I can't take pictures.
The auditor was well versed in his rights as he was only taking pictures of cars that belonged to the government. The sergeant, however, ignored this and called for backup.
Taking pictures of the inside of the car is
You too? You want to get on my case too about taking pictures?
I'll be out at
Watson?
Dude.
And you?
Dude.
Words? Edwards?
Yeah, something like
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. What are you doing taking pictures of the
What am I doing taking pictures? What's the problem
Can't
taking
take
pictures?
of the inside of the vehicles and the computer?
What law is that? What am I breaking?
I don't know. That's called private property. You can't.
That's private property? Come here.
You can't.
Come here, Sergeant.
You can't take a picture.
Come here, Sergeant. Come here.
Come here. I'm good.
What it says over here?
Picture of the outside if you like.
What does it say?
I don't know.
What does it say?
You tell me.
You don't know how to read? Any of you guys know how to read?
What's your goal, sir? What do you need today?
I was minding my own business. This guy comes over here, gets in my face, and gives me unlawful directives.
Sadly, the sergeant's attempt backfired quickly, humiliating him in front of everyone.
Can you understand why we may be...
I don't need to understand anything.
Well, I'm going to explain why he was concerned.
Why?
So we could be concerned that somebody is targeting our police vehicles or is looking inside there to see confidential information on the screen or in other things.
Okay.
So this is a reasonable...
Whose responsibility to protect confidential information? Whose responsibility?
It's reasonable
Great.
to ask.
Is it your responsibility to protect confidential information?
Sir.
Exactly. Exactly. So next time when a law-abiding citizen inspects his own property, and you're my servant, that's my property. Everything that's on you, my property, except your personal effects. This building, my property. This vehicle, my property. You all, you, every one of you work for me. I tell you what to do. I tell you how to do it. I pay your wages.
Leaving their computer screens on inside the car was a grave mistake made by the officers. The auditor used this opportunity to teach the officers a lesson.
So when you get on my case, being a law-abiding citizen, quiet, I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Quiet. When I'm a law-abiding citizen and you get in my face and you start threatening me and you call your bobbies out here, assuming that I'm a criminal because you intend to do something against me, guess what?
What are you going to do?
You're going to get a piece of my action.
What are you going to do?
My freedom of speech.
All of us have a lot of things we need to
Get back to your job. I didn't call you. I didn't call you.
We are here until
Who called you?
You are not here. So
Who called you?
What do you want?
Who called you?
Your
Who called you?
situation, your scene, your level of engagement
Yeah?
is going to make the police be here. And I do think that's your goal. I literally think what you are doing is trying to create a scene to get police attention.
Ask her. Ask her. I was walking down. I was walking on a sidewalk.
Have this
I was
interaction
walking
be
on a
useful to
sidewalk
you
very
online,
quietly.
on a YouTube channel.
Whatever you think.
So whatever your
I
goals
don't care
are.
what you think.
Immediately, the police realized that this person knew more about the law than they had thought, and they finally gave up and went inside.
Here's how you can end this.
So I think that's important.
This is how you can end this.
What do you need?
Go back to your job and mind your own damn business.
You need to not point your camera inside of police vehicles and record information off of our computers.
According to whom?
Don't do it.
According to whom?
That's it.
According to whom?
Sir.
What law is that?
Okay.
What law is that? Give me an ORS code that tells me that I am not lawfully allowed to look at anything that my eyes can see on a public sidewalk.
Okay.
What law is that?
We are going to leave, and we understand that you are not going to point inside of cameras.
Unless
and
I'm
record
breaking
things
the
off
law,
computers.
you can take your orders
You stay
and
on
go to
public
hell
property.
with them.
You stay out of a roadway. You understand? You stay out of the roadway.
I'm protesting at this point, so I will stand wherever the hell I want.
Have a good day, sir.
Get lost.
The harassment eventually stopped, allowing the auditor to keep recording. This incident shows how little the law enforcement officers know about the law that they are supposed to protect. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw instances where corrupt police officers were caught on camera and held accountable. These auditors ensured that these bullies were exposed and taught a lesson. Hopefully, such moments serve as a wake-up call for other officers to improve their conduct and act as true law enforcement professionals instead of abusing their authority. If you agree with me, please support us by liking this video. And if you enjoyed this video, don't miss this one where evil cops are humbled and finally get what they deserve.
Suspicious behavior, is that a misdemeanor or felony? Tell me that.